Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Everyone all set, cocked, locked. Here we go. Your dial set correctly to USAPrepares.com. We're broadcasting 2 hours from high atop the Missouri Ozark Mountains, and we're delighted you're with us. If you'd like to call us, we'll pay for the call. 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. And for those of you who would like to try our new listen line, it works great. 605-477-3249, 605-477-3249. Larry Nichols is with us, and John is engineering the broadcast in Minnesota. Welcome, Larry Nichols.
Hey, Vince, how are you?
Larry, very, very well. And I want to thank you for spending time with us last night at the meetup via teleseminar. It was absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
You were wonderful. And, you opened a lot of eyes. And one of our class at the meetup said to me, while you were speaking, she called me off to the side and said, is it true that Webb Hubble is Chelsea's father? And I said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you ask him? So she asked you, and so there are a lot of really, really great answers that to the questions that you had. And I said that, we're going to be talking about some really neat things today and exposing what government is really like on the inside, the Clinton administration. And we'll talk about the Kentucky visit. And also, we'll talk about what we need to do and the update for the documentary. So I said that we would have an update today. I posted that to about 5,000 of our closest friends on Facebook a few minutes ago. Larry, can you give us an update on the documentary that you call Revolution 2.0?
To my knowledge, as of just a few minutes ago, if you go to staterightsvideo.com, you can pre-order. There is I think there's going to be a trailer up there to kind of give you a sample or look-see at the thing. So, folks, try it. If it's there, get in your pre-order and kind of watch the little trailer thing when we get through the show. See what you think. But, let me say this, Vince. Chad and you have done a tremendous job. It's not an easy thing putting a video like this together and getting it ready. It's challenging. But the good news is, and trying to do it where we get it done in time to make a difference. And so Chad has done an incredible job. So all we can do at this point is let's see when people call in there and order. Let's see what they think.
Okay. Well, I was there. During the video shooting. I was, I watched it, And it was really interesting. Oh, Larry, it's not statesrightsvideo.com. It's statesrights.video. Statesrights.
Oh, that's right.
Video.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, States Rights Video.
Okay.
And I just clicked.
You're right.
All right. I don't have enough bandwidth to to run the video, but while I'm broadcasting, but I will do that during the break. So it's statesrights.video. So Larry, you've done other videos, but this one's different because it's a plan, right? It not only talks about the problem, but what to do about it.
Well, for example, this Wednesday night or tomorrow night, I'll be on with Alex Jones. Alex Jones sent a crew in here a couple, 3 weeks ago, and they did a video, I guess you'd say, about me. They followed me around and all of that. And that's all well and good. I'm glad they did, because there's a lot of people that just don't know who I am. But what I wanted to do was what very few people actually ever do. I wanted to say, hey, we all know there's a problem. There's got to be some way to fix it. And so when we did this video, as you know, Vince, this video is about the plan. This video is there to excite people and give people something to hold in their hand, pass it on, hold a gathering, let people come and see. And we have such a short time. I don't know how to say this, folks, but we have such a short time to try and save our country. And if we don't do it now, it's not going to be done. If we don't do it now, it's over. And I think I said it last night, something I don't get to say much, but I did. Had a good question. We started the beginning of the end of our country, November 8th, or November of 2008. And let me tell everybody to go back to that moment in time. That was when everything, the bubble burst, everything was falling apart. And so then, people, they put this too big to fail bill together, this massive expenditure to save the big boys. Everybody in the country was upset, called in, literally shut the Capitol switchboard down. And that was good. People let them know. But here's what happened. 6 weeks after that vote was cast, every person that voted for it was reelected. And that was the day the beginning of the end started, because then they were no longer afraid of us. They have nothing to fear with us. As long as they play politics as they're supposed to, they'll just keep getting things their way. And subsequently, things have gone down significantly. Now, I just saw a snippet on TV of Hillary getting on a stage. But that wasn't the thing. What I saw going with her on the stage was the guy that was representing the government to put all that together. I can't remember. He was, I can't think of his name, but the architect of that bailout was standing with Hillary Clinton on stage. To go figure that. Another one of of course, when he took the job, I said, guys, you got to be kidding me. He was Goldman Sachs. He was a head of Goldman Sachs, and then he gets brought in to solve the problem that Goldman Sachs caused and the other big investment firms. But we didn't do anything about it. And now we're reaping what happened. They're not afraid of us. Now, having said that, probably if we had voted them all out, it would have been time, and then they would have done everything the way they do anyway. But we have states' rights, and it should have been states' rights then. It should be states' rights now. And for everybody that watches the video, and you're going to get the comments, well, who is this guy? Why is this guy so smart? Well, this guy is not so smart. But if there's any smartness to me, it's the fact that I had enough sense to let our founding fathers pick the solution. They're the ones that gave us this plan. They're the ones that told us what to do when we get right here in this moment in time. And that's what the plan is. So if somebody jumps you when you're showing them the video and says, who is this guy? What makes you think his plan actually would work? Tell them, folks, it's not his plan. Our founding fathers put it together. That's why there is 10th Amendment. And as we said in our last thing Friday, Vince, the Constitution is specifically designed to tell us in perpetuity what the government, federal government's not supposed to do, what it's not supposed to be able to touch. So, I think you will, Vince, I don't know. Your audience here is so informed, so I don't know when you get the video if you're going to hear anything necessarily earth-shattering that's different than what you already know. But I do know this. It gives you something to show the people around you what to do.
Larry, that's exactly right. And some of our other instructors have made videos. John Moore put together a video about global warming, violent climate change. And what I did was I went to some of our closest friends' homes. And, when I visited them, and I said, I brought this video for you to see. Would you like to see it? And they said, well, yeah, let's look at it right now. And so we would sit with them for, the entire video, and they'd watch it. And then they'd say, wow, we're in a lot of trouble. And that's exactly what's going to happen if you see this video. But it's a call to action. Not only is it going to tell you what the problem is, how we got here, who the players were, but what we need to do about it right now. Larry Nichols and I'll be right back. Many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food. Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming that the government isn't telling you about. This change has deep implications for life in America, from where you shop to the doctors you visit and the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. Thing is, I was right then too. A few years ago, I warned that housing prices would collapse. They did. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash. They did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all.
You can watch the video for free right now by going to dollardownfall.com. Again, that's dollardownfall.com.
Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares unfiltered and untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares untapped and off the grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Class, it's Tuesday, and Larry Nichols is with us on Tuesday for 2 hours. And Larry, I just got off the phone with Chad King, and Chad King is the producer of Revolution 2.0. He's going to be joining us right at the top of the hour. So in 36 minutes, Chad will be joining us to share with us his thoughts on Revolution 2.0. Larry, we have George in Mississippi calling. George, welcome.
Morning. Larry, during the first presidential campaign, James Carville was dating Mary Matlin. Was he using her to get information about the Bush campaign?
George, thanks for calling, buddy. That's been my problem all along. Yeah, they were sharing information. But George, is much deeper than Carl and his wife. I'm telling you all, I have been there, George. I've been there when the two sides, Democrat, Republican, when we met in the cloakroom in Washington, D.C., in the Senate chamber or the House chamber, and we divided up. Okay, this time, Democrats, you're going to be against this. Republicans are going to be for it. Next time, da-da-da, and so forth. They all communicate together. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And there's no way. Think about it, George. If you were a candidate running for the most important seat in America, would you have on your staff, leading one of the leaders of your staff, be dating a consultant for the RNC? Does that even make sense?
No, it doesn't. And are you telling us it was already decided before then that Clinton was going to be in?
Yes. How do I know that, George? You're saying. Now, folks, let me tell you something. And, George, please hear me on this. There are things that I will tell you when it's my opinion. I will say it is my opinion. But when I tell you something that I know to be true, I can prove it in a court of law and fully expect to have to. Now, Bill Clinton's state police security guards, when they were running that first campaign, when they finally came out and joined me, told me, number one, of Perot, Ross Perot, that Ross Perot was there as a ringer, and Bill Clinton talked to him every day. Every day during that race. And then Perot, much like Trump is today, got so much traction that all of a sudden he looked like a threat. Perot was only supposed to pull down 6% of George Bush's votes, Daddy Bush. That's all he was supposed to do, enough to make sure Bill Clinton won. So there's point one. But point two, how can I prove that it was already determined before that race that Clinton would win? Well, it's the people I work for, George. The Stevens brothers, Jack and Whit. Jack and Whit Stevens. They own Stevens Investment Firm, the largest investment firm outside of Wall Street in the world. Well, get this. Mr. Whit Stevens was with me, or not with me, but with the Republicans. I'm sorry, the Democrats. But guess who was the finance chairman for George Bush's campaign? Jack Stevens, the other brother. Think about that. And by the way, he came back again when Clinton ran the second term, and he was campaign finance chairman for Bob Dole, one of the people that controlled Clinton when he was governor. And those records are available if anybody wants to look them up. Now, I would call that collusion. What about you, George?
I would say so. Okay, well, you answered my question. I appreciate it.
You bet, George.
All right.
George, thanks so much for calling in. And so obviously the next question was George Bush sold out? I guess that's the next question for Larry Nichols.
I'll tell you about that, a story you won't believe.
Okay. Larry Nichols, live on usaprepares.com. We'll be right back.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah.
When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor-recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with the medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAHHnow.com. SayAhNow.com, the new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at PatriotNecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
PatriotNecklace.com?
PatriotNecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from PatriotNecklace.com.
Friends, this is Alex Jones for MidasResources.com. For more than 15 years, I have exclusively used Midas Resources for all my precious metal needs. Whether it's bullion or collectibles you're looking for, Midas Resources is simply the best. I own my gold as a hedge against inflation. This Federal Reserve fiat currency could go the way of the Deutschmark and the Weimar Republic anytime. In these historically dangerous times, it makes sense to physically hold gold and silver. Midas already has some of the best deals in the industry. But if you give them a call and mention the radio special, they will give you a list of the day's super specials. Midas brokers are standing by to answer all your questions at 800-686-2237. They also have a lot of informative free literature explaining the opportunities and risk of holding precious metals. They are ready to answer your questions at 800-686-2237. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey guy at goberkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey guy.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc, admitted in Mass only. Sokolov Law, LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Ken Levin, responsible attorney in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Greg Hobby, New Jersey. The choice of lawyer is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertisements. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been impacted by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today. 1-800-218-HELP. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of hardworking men and women, including many U.S. veterans and industrial workers, have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers knew the dangers but put profits ahead of people. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be entitled to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-218-HELP. That's 1-800-218-HELP.
Larry Nichols is with us. And Larry, one of the things that we've mentioned on this broadcast is the phrase selected for your voting pleasure. The candidates have been selected for your voting pleasure. And a lot of us villagers will say things like, geez, nobody good ever runs. It's always, we have to choose between the evil of two lessers or the lesser of two evils, whichever way you prefer to say it. And, as voters, we're disgusted with the choices, but the choices have been already made for us. And what you were talking about with our last caller, George, is that the outcome is predetermined.
Well, let me give you an example. A couple of months or 3 months ago, y'all will remember, I believe, that, what's his name, the Mormon, Romney, was thinking about getting back in the race. So here was Bush. He was going to run. He had already announced. Here was Romney. What you didn't know was about a meeting. You knew about the meeting, but you didn't know about what went on inside that meeting. Fortunately, because of friends I have, I found out about it, Vince. And in that meeting, Bush approached Romney to be his vice president because Bush was going to get the nomination. And they didn't want Romney in, so they made a deal with Romney. You can be vice president. When Romney said no to that the next day, he made it clear he was not running. It was already decided then. This is or was a Bush-Clinton ticket since day one. Predetermined, predisposed. Trump may have thrown a cog in that wheel. Now, going back to George H. Bush's election, So did you know? I have a good friend, his name is Ed Gillespie, former chairman of the RNC. Now, I can't remember if he was chairman at the time, but anyway, he's very high up, or was very high up in the RNC. He called me. He said, Nichols, we got this thing won, don't we? I said, well, Bush was running after the Gulf War. If y'all can remember, after the Gulf War, when that race started, George Bush had a 91 to 92% approval rating because we had just defeated Iraq. It was high center, buddy. And I said, well, Ed, that's fine. At that time, Clinton had not yet been made for sure the nominee. But he was going to be, and I told him he was going to be. But I told Ed it's not certain. He said, well, I don't see how he can lose because Bush is not a gambler. I said, fine, you better hang on. It wasn't a week later until I heard something. I heard Carville. You know, I know these people, Vince. I heard Carville give the line out, it's the economy, stupid. Now, he floated that, which is what you're seeing a lot of today, trial balloons. The minute I heard it's the economy, stupid, I got on the phone to Gillespie and I said, Bush is sunk. It wasn't 2 weeks after that George Bush goes through this grocery line and sees this scanner and said, wow, what technology, when every house in America knew that technology. And all of a sudden, it's the economy, stupid. It's the economy, stupid. It's the economy, stupid. Here we come up. I think there were 4 debates that year, maybe 5, but I think there's 4. Gillespie called me. Guess what? That 90-something% lead had dwindled down to where it wasn't close, real close yet, but I said it was close, getting closer. He had lost massively. He had asked me, with the debate coming up, would I help? I said, well, I don't like Bush, but I damn sure don't like Clinton. So, yeah, I'll help. I'll tell Bush, I'll tell his people exactly how to win the debate against Bill Clinton. He said, great, that's what we need. He gets me on a conference call with the trainers for George H. Bush. And they said, okay, now they're real smart aleck, right? You know, they go, okay, you seem to have some kind of magic. What is your magic? I said, it's simple, guys, and that made me mad, and that's probably where I messed up. I said, it's simple, guys. Get the president to get on the stage, look at Bill Clinton, and call him a liar. So what will that gain us? I said, well, if you don't know it yet, the media is helping Clinton win. They're behind him. I didn't go into why with the Stevenses and the money and all that. I just said they are. And I said, now, what you need to do is have George Bush call Bill Clinton a liar right there on the stage, which will force the media to have to investigate what Bush called him a liar, and you'll find out that he was lying. Okay, we're not going to do that. Fine. They hung up. They didn't do it. Bush gets whacked in the debate. Now they're starting to get real close. Gillespie calls me again. He said, look, I know they offended you, but will you please talk to the people again? We've got to get something done because he's losing. I said, no joke. Once again, they call me. They set up this conference call, Vince. I say the same thing. You got to do it. They said, no, we're not going to do it. Okay, fine. Get lost. The next debate comes. Gillespie's nearly in tears. He says, what are we going to do, Larry? You got to help us. I said, I'll do what I did before. He gets them on. Now, this time, next to the last debate, because they're losing now. I mean, it's close. And the momentum was in Clinton's direction, so it was over. I said, you got to get him up and call Bill Clinton a liar. Well, are you sure that'll work? I said, look, I will tell you what to call him a lie. I'll tell you what Bush should say, what issue, and then when Bill Clinton answers it, have Bush tell him he's a liar. It'll all be done. It will be over. It'll happen. They come back, see the debate. He He didn't do it. So Gillespie calls me the last time, and Ed says, Larry, they'll listen to you this time. I said, I don't know why you say that. They haven't yet. They get on the line with me. I tell them the same thing. So this time, I give them an issue. I don't even remember what it was. But have Bush bring this issue up, make Clinton answer it, make him answer it, and then when he answers it, then have Bush call him a liar. Well, it wasn't, I don't know, a day or two before the campaign, before the debate, I mean. And I get a call from that crew with Gillespie. Now, I am told, prior to this call, that the president's on the line. But because of not wanting to get exposed for being in cahoots with me, he's not going to say anything, but we want him to hear what you have to say. I said, that's fine. I don't need to talk to him. I get on. Here they come. Same thing. Here I give them the issue. I say, call him a liar. And one of the trainers said, well, I don't think that's very presidential. So obviously Bush had told him that's what he couldn't do. And I said, you tell the SOB, and I didn't say SOB, you're going to blow the race, and then we're going to have Bill Clinton for president. So make up your mind. Either you're for this country or you're against it. Here came the last debate. Bush gets caught looking at his watch, looking like a ninny. And, of course, he loses the debate, hands down, and Bill Clinton wins the campaign. So, Vince, I tell you that story so that your audience needs to know this ain't my first rodeo. It's not. Let me give you a couple of things you might want to check out. I was in Washington handling Tommy Robinson, congressman from Arkansas, Democrat. I'm bouncing in and out of Washington. I go by the post office, and I'm seeing cash. Bundles of cash being handed off to congressmen. And I thought, what in the world? Go back and look, stay there around the post office, watched it, and another one came through, got a bundle of cash. Well, what I found out was that the post office at the Capitol, the congressmen and senators could go in there and kite checks. So you know what I did? I went public with it and brought it out. I went to the Washington Times and I broke the story. Now, I didn't let my name get attached to it because I was working with Tommy Robinson and I didn't want to get him in trouble being associated with me. So Wesley Pruden printed the story. Oh my God, did it blow up? Most of you, if you were old enough and had the memory, you will remember the Congressional Post Office. But what happened next was really weird. When the story broke, who was the largest guy that had the most money? Tommy Robinson. He owed $140,000. And I thought Tommy was going to kill me. He still don't like me over that. And then after that, I was with Tommy, and I made the deal with Mr. Witt and Mr. Jack. We wanted Tommy to switch from Democrat to Republican, and then they wanted him to run for the governor of Arkansas. I told them, you don't need to do that. You better not. Nope, that's what we're going to do. I was on the stage when Tommy Robinson switched from Democrat to the Republican Party. What y'all didn't see was the check that Tommy made them present to him before he said a word for $650,000. So you see, folks, I've been around this stuff. I've been around it. I'm sorry, Vince, for boring your audience, but those are things I think to help maybe people understand just who I am.
Larry, I during the last break, I posted a link to the trailer to the documentary Revolution 2.0. So, class, if you'd like to see that, just go to usaprepares.com, USAPREPARES. preparedness.com.
Vince, does that trailer have music on it?
Yeah, but it's not yours. It's not the songs that I've heard from you. However, I believe the video, the documentary, does have your music on it, and we'll find out from Chad King in about 14 minutes.
All right.
By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at PatriotNecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
PatriotNecklace.com?
PatriotNecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from PatriotNecklace.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tone to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Do you have difficulty taking supplements? Are you searching for a high-quality, complete nutritional drink that your whole family will love? NutriMedical's Life Support has arrived. All of your daily nutritional requirements in one quick, delicious drink. Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support is a proprietary blend of vegan protein, activated vitamins, essential minerals, amino acids, probiotics, green tea, digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatories, cancer prevention, detoxification, and much more. Your body will high-five you for this one. Life Support is the best complete nutrition meal replacement on the market. Whether you are an elite athlete, have post-operative challenges, chronic illness, elderly, or a family that just wants a quick, delicious drink, try Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support for optimized nutrition in one great tasting smoothie. Just add cold water, almond milk, fruit, or anything else you like. NutriMedical's Life Support. Try our great tasting chocolate or vanilla today. Call 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com. NutriMedical.com for the whole family.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Class Larry Nichols is with us. I just got off the phone with Chad King. He's going to be calling in, and we'll be talking about the documentary right after the top of the hour news and commercial announcements. Larry, the question that I was thinking about before, and I believe you answered it, but let's make sure. Was Bush sold out? Was George Bush sold out by his finance chairman?
Well, yes. You see, believe it or not, folks, in a campaign, probably the biggest hammer when it comes to crunch time is the campaign finance chairman. That's the person that can tell a candidate, you do this and our funds will dry up. So you say this or you do that. And I think Stevens set a trap. I don't know that Bush did it. I don't think he threw it. I guess that's what's confusing the folks. I don't think George H. threw it. But I don't think he realized, although as much government that he had been in since all his life, he should have known he was being set up. Number one, Vince, why on earth, if you were president of the United States and you have all of this intelligence community, why on earth would you let the person that controlled Clinton when he was governor, why would you allow that guy to be campaign finance chairman? Are you kidding me? I mean, as a matter of fact, that's what I told them. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so yeah, it was predetermined. And in that particular race, that predetermination was made by the wealthy people in this country, represented by Mr. Jack and Mr. Whit Stevens. They had it going both ways, folks. And I'm telling you, somebody's got this one. The establishment Republican Party. You know, I heard just this morning some news reporter or something talking about Trump's speech in Dallas last night. You know, 20,000 people, the excitement, something that the RNC has never had. Excitement like in the old days with Obama. And, you know, this guy was saying, you know, what's really weird is here the RNC had this kind of excitement at an event, but instead of being elated, you know, they don't know what to do because, you see, they don't want him to be the candidate. They've already got all this made. And normally, Vince, they can do it. Normally, folks, the establishment controls everything. Why? Because they control the money. So the candidate they want is going to have all the funds he needs to run everybody else out of bucks. In a primary, it's about who runs out of money. But see, they're in a mess with Trump because Trump don't need their money. That's the secret that nobody is telling y'all. Why? Why are they so befuddled by Trump? It's because the tricks they've always used to control who we get to vote for don't work with Trump. Because it's a simple matter in a primary. You'll start seeing it pretty soon. You'll start seeing candidates when they drop out, Vince. They're going to drop out because the money dries up. You know, when you're sitting there at 1%, 2%, even 6%, guess what? How do you go to a big donor and say, give me, you know, can you put into this PAC $100,000? Are you kidding me? You got 2%. How are you going to get from 2% up? So it cuts the money off. And therefore, the establishment always wins. You see? Simple. I can tell you how the polls. Let me tell you right quick. You take Donald Trump's numbers. You take Ben Carson's numbers. Today, it's Trump 27, Carson 23. I'll tell you about that when we come back. That tells you something you need to hear.
Larry Nichols is with us, and we're going to come back after the top of the hour news and commercial announcements. Chad King's going to be joining us as well, the producer of Revolution 2.0. I'm Vin Finelli. This is USAPrepares.com. And you know, this is the kind of thing that you just don't learn in school. You really don't. We'll be right back. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water's vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Everyone all set? Cocked? Locked? Here we go. Hour number 2 of USAPrepares.com. Larry Nichols is with us, and we've been talking about the political system. This is 113, class number 113 in this series, exposing the corruption and how politics works in the Clintons. And Larry, Chad King has just joined us. Chad King is calling in from California. He is the producer of your documentary, Revolution 2.0. Welcome, Chad King.
Hello, Vincent. How are you?
Chad, I'm doing really well. We've got Larry Nichols. We are live broadcasting worldwide. I would love to play something, Larry, with your permission. It is something that you are behind the guitar and the microphone. I'd like to give our class just a little piece of. Is that okay?
Before you do that, that's okay. But before you do that, I want to finish what I was saying at the end of that last break. It's very important.
Got it.
What you have to do is a technical, and that's what I'm considered a technical. Take Trump's numbers, Parsons' numbers, Fiorina's number. You add them up, and folks, you're at 50% or better of Republican likely voters. Go over to Hillary and look at Hillary and look at Sanders. Now, Sanders is considered the outside the mainstream. He's been there 30, 40 years, so that makes sense, but he's still packaged, and he is a socialist. The reason I'm telling you that's significant, Vince, I have never seen this in all of my time. I've never seen it. But that's what makes me know. There is, folks, hear me. You don't have to like me, but I sure would appreciate it if you respect who I am and where I've been. Because then you would know, I see this huge army that is disillusioned, scared finally, scared enough to where they're bucking the rules that are supposed to work every time. If we hit them with this plan, with this DVD, if we give them something they can hold on to, something they can believe in, they'll do it. They'll do it. But it requires us getting it out. Now, Vince, you're going to do something that's embarrassing to me, but Chad, when he was putting this thing together, wanted to look at every aspect about me, got a little nosy. But go ahead.
Chad, are you ready? Here we go.
I'm ready. Go.
People get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. There ain't no room for the whole sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those whose choices were made, so there's no hiding place from kingdom's throne. Oh, I'm getting ready, Lord. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready.
That was Larry Nichols at the guitar and the microphone. Larry, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you know, like I said, Chad got down here and got a little nosy. He wanted to look at everything in my life. I have never allowed, until this time, anybody to know anything about music with me. Vince, Chad, music has been my getaway. You know, I would go on, well, people don't realize when you would go on an operation for the government, then we come back in another country, you come back, you got to cool off for the number of months that you were gone. And then I would come back and use music, just a place, it's a zone that I can get into. Nobody's trying to kill me. Nobody's trying to destroy me. And, you know, the audience needs to understand, I've been on the front page of every magazine, newspaper, TV program, radio program in the free world. Do you understand that? And because of who I was against, most of the stuff that you saw was bad unless you lived in England, Australia, or Japan. Music was just a safe place for me. And Chad heard a DVD I did about a year ago, and the reason I did it, folks, was just so my grandbabies, when I'm gone, will know if they have any musical talent, they will know it came from the granddad. And that's living proof that I did exist in some way other than all this Clinton junk. There.
Chad, I'm glad to introduce you to our broadcast classroom. Thanks so much for your role in making this documentary happen. Can you share with us a little bit about how it happened and the timeline?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess it was, 6 months ago. I listened to Larry on probably Alex Jones' show, and thought to myself, this is just incredible. I never saw that movie, The Clinton Chronicles, as most everyone I've ever asked about it, no one's seen it, which is a shame because it's so important, And so I started calling Larry and started, getting to know him, and built up a relationship, and he allowed me to dig deeper and deeper, and now here we are 4 months later. I've gone to Arkansas, met Larry. It's incredible. There's a lot to this story, and hopefully we've gotten it out in the DVD, and the audience will, truly pass it on. I think that's going to be the key, is to get the word out and have this thing spread. Look what happened in Egypt overnight because of Twitter. So, that's where I'm coming from. And meeting Larry, has changed me, no doubt about it. Opened my eyes, and my friends' eyes, my family's eyes. Some of them not. It's hard to tell people all this stuff in a first sit down. And but yeah, Larry's a phenomenal. He's a really fun guy. He's a lot of fun. He's a character. Took me around Arkansas, showed me all the barbecue joints, and it was incredible. So here we are, Vincent. Met you and your wife, and what? I don't know what else to say.
Okay, well, Chad,
Vince, may I say something?
Sure.
I haven't done it to Chad, but I will do it here. Chad, thank you for what you've done. Thank you so much. What people will never know are the thousands of dollars you put in to this video. And folks, he put thousands of dollars into trying to keep me alive. I think it was selfish just to keep me alive long enough to make it. I'm kidding. But, if people people watch this video, you will see Chad King's heart, and you will see that there is hope.
Amen.
So, Chad, the trailer is out. I've got it linked on our website, page 1 of usaprepares.com, for those who would like to see the trailer. And you can pre-order the DVD right now, the documentary. Chad, I've said you're behind the camera, and I was behind you, and also next to you when you were shooting this video. I've said Larry had no notes, no script, no cue cards.
Incredible. That was incredible. I was in awe of that. Where he can talk for 18 minutes nonstop and, didn't even hiccup. Maybe a cough or two.
Hold that thought. Yeah. Chad King, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
By now you know that usaprepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc, admitted in Mass only. Sokolov Law, LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Ken Levin, responsible attorney in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Greg Hobby, New Jersey. The choice of lawyer is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertisements. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been impacted by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today. 1-800-218-HELP. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of hardworking men and women, including many U.S. veterans and industrial workers, have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers knew the dangers but put profits ahead of people. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be entitled to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-218-HELP. That's 1-800-218-HELP.
We've all heard the news stories. Another shooting. And they're getting worse. That's why Infidel Body Armor introduces Infidel Fridays. Exclusive 24-hour insider deals to save you money and possibly save your life. Make it a favorite when you log on to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Then be sure to visit each and every Infidel Friday to get special insider pricing, but for 24 hours only. That's InfidelBodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Mike Stenerson for Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
And Revolution 2.0 producer Chad Kings was. Chad, is the video ready in final form, or is it close, or what is the status?
Well, first off, I want to thank Larry for his, words he gave me, Larry. I appreciate that, and thanks for letting me, come into your home and get to know you. The video, I would say, is about 99% done. I'm just trying to, do some final minor edits. I mean, the video is Larry talking to us, but, just getting the sound, perfect. And, that's where it's at. It's about 48. It's about 48 minutes long, and 40 of it's probably Larry. And you've heard some of his music already. We got 2 songs in there by Larry, and that's pretty much it. I've shown it to about 20 people. All 20 of them, there was kind of like stunning look on their face. And yet they all said he's right. So, hopefully we can do this, DVD movie and get it out there as fast as possible, and maybe we can make another one.
Chad, I showed I sent you some video of the video that I took of you taking the video. I showed some of that at our meetup. And I'm telling you, it was absolutely silent. People were glued to the screen while they were watching it. This documentary is riveting. And I believe that if we have a chance, that this is our single best plan to restore America and stop the corruption that is occurring in Washington, D.C. It's the plan to bring control back to we the villagers in our states, where we can drive over to our representatives' houses and say, hey, here's what we want you to do, and we're not leaving until you do it. Those kinds of things can happen in the states. In Washington, that can't happen. We'll be arrested. So I think that this is important, and that's
yeah, Vince, if I may, let me intercede something here. I didn't do this video just because I wanted to do a video. I did it because you, the audience, need tools to spread the plan. And of course, one of the key instruments in our toolbox is going to be this video, because this video lays out a plan that most of you that have listened to this program, you've heard me talk about. About illegal immigration, about the Muslims, and what can be done with states' rights. So this is tool number 1. I would recommend when you order the video, please get a couple of 3 copies so that you can keep them circulating to people. Number 1. Number 2, another thing that I've done, left there for you to use. A lady, when I did Alex Jones, same time Chad heard me, she called up and she's with listenupaudiobooks.com. Now write that down, folks. Listenupaudiobooks.com. The reason I tell you about that is she took Vince, the book, The Genie's Out of the Bottle, and she put internet. Why do you need that as a tool? Because that genie will tell you exactly what Hillary's going to do before she does it. And you'll know, you'll see it. You'll see as the campaign. You'll see as clearly as I do what's going on. Those two weapons are effective, folks. But I will tell you this, when you get the video, your copy, may I suggest that you watch it over and over, not to be impressed by me, forget me, but so that you learn and can share with people with heart what we're talking about.
Larry, when we come back, would you tell us the story that you told the meetup group last night about the lady at the McDonald's hamburger joint and William Jefferson Clinton? Can you tell us that story, please?
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah. When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with the medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAHHnow.com. SayAhNow.com. The new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming that the government isn't telling you about. This change has deep implications for life in America, from where you shop to the doctors you visit and the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. Thing is, I was right then, too. A few years ago, I warned that housing prices would collapse. They did. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash. They did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all.
You can watch the video for free right now by going to $downfall.com. Again, that's $downfall.com.
Class Larry Nichols is with us, and Chad King is with us. Larry, last night you mentioned a story about something that happened at a McDonald's restaurant. Would you now? Is this folklore or is this true?
No, this is true, and I even have a reporter that was there with me. Before I tell the story, Vince, I do want to say one of the things that Chad has done with the video, if I'm correct, Chad, and if I say something wrong, correct me, but there's also a way when you go to that site to rent the video for like $5 for 24 hours. So if you don't know if it's what you want from just the trailer, rent it, look at it, and then make your decision. Is that right, Chad?
Yeah, well, listen, what we should do, first of all, is tell the people where they can pre-order it, because I don't think we've even said it once. So let's say the website that everyone can order this video right now is statesrights.video. Statesrights, plural, .video. So that's number one, Larry. We haven't even told the audience yet where to get it. So
yeah,
statesrights.video.
Corrected me. Yeah.
But what was your other question, Larry?
I mean, they are going to have a place where they can rent it for like 24 hours.
Oh yeah. When we launch it next Tuesday, the video is going to be launched next Tuesday. They could either purchase it for $19.99, stream it down to their computer, or they could rent it for 24 hours for $4.99, or they'll be able to order an actual DVD, which we'll be shipping those out, hopefully by next week as well. But for now, we'll have the streaming immediately next Tuesday, along with the rental fee. Yeah, you're right.
All right. Now, folks, this is a tool that I want you to really think about and to get. And last night, Chad, I said, if anybody, because you know my situation health-wise, and I'm still short on a few $100s to get that treated until we can kind of get something done. One person sent the contribution to PayPal. And for that, Chad, I said I would get them an autographed copy. And by the way, today, folks, it sure would be helpful. I hate to beg, but it's that critical to keep me where I can talk. You can go to PayPal. If you want to send something, please do. It's nicholslive@aol.com. nicholslive@aol.com. And anybody that does, I'll sign an autograph thing. But Ed, what about anybody that pre-registers? Would you be okay with me autographing those?
Please. I know that we've already ordered 1,000 DVD covers. So say the first 1,000 people. Why don't you just say that?
All right, to the first 1,000 people.
Yeah.
All right, now back to the mundane story of Bill. Mm-hmm. I was with Bill Rimple. Bill Rimple was with the Los Angeles Times. I don't know if he still is. He was a big-time reporter for them. He was with me. I had heard that Bill Clinton had a little liaison going on with the manager of the McDonald's restaurant on Broadway in Little Rock. Well, lo and behold, Bill Clinton comes out. He's jogging out of the governor's mansion. The state police limo, a Lincoln Continental Black, pulled up. He jumped in it. Here we go. We follow them. They go to the McDonald's on Broadway. Out, one of the troopers goes in. He gets this lady. They come back out. And folks, I'm describing her. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. But she came out. She was maybe 4'2", maybe 4'5". Who knows? Little bitty, but she weighed about 250 pounds plus. And she was a black lady, and she had yellow hair. And I remember seeing her from a distance, and when she opened her mouth and smiling, it just glowed, and that's because she had gold teeth. They get her in the car. They go across the street to a Mexican food restaurant that was not open yet. The troopers get out of the car. They stand, back at the back, walking around in the parking lot, and the car was wiggling. So use your own imagination. Then the window rolled down, a hand came, motioned them back. They get back in the car. They take the lady back to the McDonald's. They go about a block and a half from the governor's mansion. Bill Clinton gets out of the car, dumps water on himself, and then jogs the rest of the way into the governor's mansion. The story don't end there. We went straight back and got that manager, got her out, and we're talking to her, and I kind of fibbed a little bit, said, told her I was somebody, and to keep her from getting in trouble, she needed to tell us what went on. Well, she told what went on. And I asked her so that I would always know because we just watched that happen, and I wanted to be sure because Bill Clinton's people would send me women saying that they had had affairs just to get me to buy into it and discredit me. So I asked a simple question like, how can we know? Was there anything about the genitalia that you saw that was, noticeable? She didn't know what the word genitalia meant. I had to explain it to her. When I explained it to her, she said, "Oh, Lord." I'm going to try to figure out a nice way to say this. He has a little bitty thingy. I'm going to call it a thingy. Little bitty thingy. It was only about 2 inches long. We both nearly fell out laughing. Now, later, the story doesn't even end there. It wasn't very long after that I met Paula Jones. And I was verifying whether Paula had actually had the story that she was summoned up to his room at the Excelsior Hotel. State policemen take her up, then they leave the room. She turned, Bill Clinton's talking to her, and next thing you know, he drops his trowel right there and tries to force her to have oral sex. Well, here it comes. I had to find out if she was telling the truth. I said, well, was there anything noticeable about his genitalia? And she said, oh, yeah, he was little bitty, and it hooked to the left. Now, folks, how would you like to have been me back in the mid-'90s? Because I went all over the country telling that story. I went everywhere telling that story. Even had psychiatrists or psychologists call in on radio programs and say, well, that explains why he has to have volume, why he has to have so many women, because men that are less endowed, so they said, like the Napoleon syndrome, they had to get quantity, not quality. So there, Vince, I told it again.
I don't think I don't think there's anyone listening to this who isn't chuckling.
Well, it's very hard to tell it with the passion that needs to be told, trying to keep it clean, but I do the best I can.
So, Larry, just one more time. This is not embellishment. This is a true story, right?
Absolutely. Once again, hey, do y'all think when I went on the radio all over the nation telling that, do you not believe, guys? Think about this for me. Anything I say on this program or any other program, don't you know that the Clintons have an arsenal of attorneys? When he was president, he had the whole government behind him. Don't y'all know they could sue me, not just for civil libel and slander? I could be sued for criminal libel and go back and look, folks, they've never dared to take me to court. Do you know why? Because I've been very careful, even today. Whatever I say, that is to be true, to be fact, not something where I give my opinion. When I say that, I have to be real sure that I tell the story exactly right, because if I embellish it, folks, I'll be in the courtroom. And in order to give you some confidence that this guy, Larry Nichols, has been saying this stuff for 30 years, and they have not taken me to court. And the reason they haven't, Vince, Chad, is simple. They know me, and they know the truth is the absolute defense. And they don't want this stuff out in the courtroom, because then I get discovery. Then I get to say these things and then put them on the stand and let them either commit perjury or talk about it. So when you get this video, folks, and you're showing it, and people say, oh, that's that guy that did that Clinton Chronicles one. And you remember this, folks. Remember what I'm telling you this day. The stuff I say on the Clinton Chronicles all came to pass. Now, there's other people on the Chronicles that wasn't me. I can't be responsible for them. But you tell the people that kind of want to know, well, this can't be true, just ask them to think. You think the guy could say this stuff and not be sued with all the power and money they've got? Think about it. Really, okay.
Larry, I've talked with people over the years, and they've said things like, I'm looking forward to a revolution. I'm looking forward to it. It can start tomorrow. That'd be great with me if the revolution were to start tomorrow. And I would say, are you kidding? Are you talking about like a revolution with guns? And they'd say, yeah, I can't wait for it to start. And my response was, are you serious? The other team has bazookas and missiles and atomic weapons and chemical weapons and biological weapons and so forth. I mean, they have it all, and it's David and Goliath, as far as I can tell. I'm not looking forward to a revolution with guns. And so what you're talking about is a revolution without guns, just restore. Actually, it's just restoring states' rights, isn't it, Larry?
That's exactly right, Vince. Look, guys, number one, probably, if you take it from a man that's been in combat, about 90% of the people say they can't wait until we get in a revolution shooting war. First cap pops, they'll be gone. We're not talking about that. We're talking about taking our country back in an honest way.
There you go. You just heard it. Taking our country back in an honest way. Larry Nichols, Chad King, Vin Finelli, and we'll get an update, a Kentucky update from Larry when we come back. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
No way. Is that a real bullet necklace?
No, it's a 9mm bullet necklace with matching earrings, you'll notice.
Those are awesome. Where'd you get them?
Dave found them at PatriotNecklace.com.
Wow.
They have a variety of calibers and necklaces and earrings and keychains.
PatriotNecklace.com?
PatriotNecklace.com.
Your choice of caliber bullet includes a rugged American-made stainless steel dog tag chain. A percentage of every sale goes to military and service-related charities. And get a discount by entering GCN at checkout. Show your patriotism and support our troops with a bullet necklace from PatriotNecklace.com.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug-out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
Attention USA Prepares listeners. When you're on the road or have limited data or Wi-Fi, now you can listen to USA Prepares Unfiltered and Untapped at no extra charge on this non-federal phone number, 1-605-477-3249. Try it now to listen to USA Prepares 24/7 at no extra cost or data charges. These are not on federal lines. These are lines located on Indian reservations off the grid. Call 1-605-477-3249. No smartphones or internet needed. To hear USA Prepares Untapped and Off the Grid, just call 1-605-477-3249.
Class. During hour number 1, we mentioned that you can watch the trailer of this video, statesrights.video, statesrights.video. Also, it's posted at usaprepares.com, page 1, usaprepares.com, page 1. So either way, there are links that'll take you right to the video and you can watch it. Of course, if you decide that it's something that you want to share with friends and family, you can pre-order it, and next Tuesday you'll be able to order it. And I think you'll find what Chad and I found. The documentary Revolution 2.0 is serious. You'll be able to hear a pin drop when you show it to friends and family, and it's a call to action. It really is a call to action. Larry last night talked about Washington, D.C. He talked about how the people who we believed at one time represented our interests do not work for us. And as a matter of fact, the proof is, the Obamacare. You have to vote for it before you read it. our representation is gone. Larry, you'd mentioned several weeks ago you're going to Kentucky. Can you give us an update as to what has happened and where we are with that?
I have a date set. I will not post because it's a little bit, I got to get there without crashing. But yes, that meet is on, and I'm going to explain it to them that they need to stand up for the Constitution of Kentucky. It's not about, folks, believe it or not, that lady's right to have her faith. Number one, I never want to see a Christian ever again put in jail for their belief. But the thing that failed there was the governor and the officials of the state of Kentucky. There is a constitutional law on the books in Kentucky that bans gay marriage, so much so that it doesn't even let you get married in another state and come to Kentucky and be recognized. That's what I will try to force them to do. If they don't, then it's going to probably have to get ugly. Vince, I got a text. It said, "You said your PayPal account so fast I couldn't get it." Folks, it's Nichols Live at AOL.com. Nichols Live at AOL.com. Now, folks, please, I need your help. But if you can't, don't worry. But I need your help. Now, Chad, Vince, both of y'all have seen me in person. Do you think there's anything you've seen, Chad, that would lead anyone to believe I live lavishly? My wife works 2 jobs. I can't work. Chad?
No, you live, very modestly.
Well, that was reinforcement. But anyway, yeah, I live very modestly, and you know what? We have to live that way. We have nothing. I have nothing. You know, figure this one. We talked about it last night, Vince. Figure this. Everything I said was true. I got the president then, Bill Clinton, impeached. I didn't get him taken out of office because we lost in the Senate trial thanks to All Inspector. But nobody in the history of America has ever done that other than me. But look at it today. I'm sitting here having to beg for money to get help, which is totally humiliating, totally embarrassing. And look at them. They're on top of the world. She's running for president. He's floating around. They've got millions of dollars. Now, you go figure how you make that come out like that.
Well, let me
explain that to my family. Huh? How do you explain to your own family, boy, your daddy did what he said he would do. He stood up and told the truth. Look at the result.
Well, here's some good news for Chad. Chad, I want you to know that those at USA Prepares who stand up and tell the truth, similar things have happened. Welcome. Welcome to USA Prepares. This is where sponsors are afraid of us. Yep. Chad, thanks so much for doing a great job on the video. Larry, thank you for being with us. And class, if you'd like a link to Larry Nichols to contact him, his phone number, it's all at usaprepares.com, page 1, where you can click on links to these broadcasts with Larry Nichols. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Class, above all, honesty and integrity. What happens next is up to you. By now, you know that usaprepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hey neighbor, what are you doing digging? You had a heart attack last year.
Oh, I know. I was told no more hard labor.
Then why are you digging?
Well, I've been taking Extendivite. It's been approved to help my heart.
Extendivite? Is that a new drug?
No, not a drug. It's more like an herbal combination made from garlic and cayenne.
Herbal? How can that help?
Well, actually, we've taken herbs for thousands of years. And Extendivite is doing the job for me.
Does your doctor know about Extendivite?
Yeah, my doctor knows, and he said it seems to be working for you, so don't stop taking it. I feel great taking Extendivite. I don't want to stop.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendova.
7.